How's it going, everybody? Pozermobil here, bringing you some absolute bangers that are all on sale on the PlayStation Store for the first half of the holiday sale that runs through January 7th. As usual, I've scoured this sale for all the full games, game bundles, and premium editions that are at the lowest price they've been in recent history and are at least a 70 on OpenCritic or Game Rankings. So if that sounds like the kind of video you want to see, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my coverage of any new sales that Sony puts out. I'm trying to get to 25k by the end of 2026, so every bit helps. Alright, that's enough yapping for me, let's get into the video. For $2.99, Kombinera is a stylish puzzle game built around synchronized movement, where every ball moves at the same time, forcing you to think several steps ahead as you plan routes, avoid hazards, and merge everything into a single unit. Across 300 increasingly complex puzzles, you'll contend with deadly obstacles and environmental traps, while mastering different ball abilities that are essential for solving later stages, and navigating even more diabolical layouts. With replayability driven by best time challenges, hidden collectibles that unlock new levels, and a striking neon visual style paired with electronic music, the game steadily evolves from approachable logic puzzles into deeply demanding brain burners. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 9 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Steelrising is a Souls-like action RPG set in an alternate history French Revolution, where you play as Aegis, a powerful automaton created to cut through deadly clockwork armies and alter the fate of a collapsing Paris. Combat blends deliberate, stamina-based encounters with flexible build options that let you lean into brute strength, agile precision, or elemental abilities, while navigating interconnected streets, rooftops, palaces, and hidden paths packed with secrets and hostile mechanical marvels. Anchored by a darker historical narrative full of uneasy alliances and towering bosses, the game emphasizes mastery, timing, and adaptation as every fight tests your nerves and mechanical skill. It's a 71 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $4.49, Lost in Random is a gothic fairy tale-inspired action-adventure where fate itself is dictated by a roll of the dice, putting you into a twisted kingdom ruled by a cruel queen and divided into 6 shadowy realms. You follow Even and her living dice companion Dicey through eerie streets and storybook locations, blending real-time combat with tactical card play and chance-driven dice mechanics as you fight inside shifting board game arenas that constantly change the flow of battle. With a striking Tim Burton-esque art style and a narrative penned by Ryan North, the game delivers a dark yet heartfelt story about chaos, courage, and bending luck in your favor through clever strategy and exploration. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Laika, Aged Through Blood is a gritty action-adventure Metroidvania set in a post-apocalyptic western where you play as Laika, a vengeful coyote mother riding a motorbike across a ruined world ruled by the tyrannical birds. The game's unique Motorvania design blends fast-paced 2D vehicular combat with precise gunplay, close-range tactics, and ability upgrades, all while you carve through hand-painted environments packed with secrets, brutal encounters, and demanding platforming challenges. Backed by a haunting ambient soundtrack and an emotionally driven story centered on vengeance, loss, and survival, it delivers a strikingly different take on the genre that really sticks with you. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $1.99, Beyond a Steel Sky is a cyberpunk point-and-click adventure that continues the cult classic story, following Robert Foster as he ventures into the seemingly perfect megacity of Union City to uncover the truth behind a child's abduction and confront hidden dangers along the way. Set in a richly detailed, comic book-styled world, the game blends sharp writing, dark humor, and intelligent puzzles with a dynamic environment where characters have their own motivations and multiple puzzle solutions emerge through player choice and a unique hacking system. Exploring themes of AI, surveillance, and social control, the narrative constantly subverts expectations as its utopian facade slowly unravels. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $1.99, The Night Witch is a fast-paced shoot-'em-up and spellcasting adventure where you take on fearsome foes across Dungeonitis, choosing whether to rely on weapons, magic, or a clever mix of both to dominate the battlefield. Customize your playstyle by upgrading night abilities for intense shmup action or building a unique spell deck from over 30 cards, all while forging bonds with citizens whose trust and gratitude can alter your strength, influence your journey, and open new strategic options. With accessibility-focused features like intuitive auto-aim, world-altering cheats, and a guided story system, the game blends intense action, strategic deck building, and character-driven interactions seamlessly. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 is a zany, action-packed third-person shooter where the battle for suburbia escalates, pitting the plants and zombies against each other in chaotic 24-player multiplayer, 4-player co-op, or solo and split-screen modes against AI in endlessly entertaining ways. Engage in frantic combat with a variety of character classes, each with unique abilities and strategies, while exploring the interactive backyard battleground hub to tackle daily quests, challenges, and team up with friends in dynamic, fast-paced skirmishes. With humor, over-the-top action, and a colorful, vibrant world full of personality, every match is both strategic and wildly entertaining. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 45 hours to platinum. For $3.99, Dragon Crowns Pro is a hand-painted 2D action RPG that brings Vanillaware's stunning fantasy world of Heidelin to life with gorgeous art, orchestral music, and exhilarating side-scrolling combat that's as challenging as it is visually breathtaking. You'll choose from 6 distinct character classes, each with unique skills, abilities, playstyles, and equipment, and battle through sprawling, monster-filled dungeons packed with traps, secrets, and treasure in both solo and cooperative multiplayer adventures. Its fluid animation, deep progression systems, and branching paths make every run feel rich, rewarding, and endlessly replayable, blending classic arcade brawling with modern RPG depth. It's an 83 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 90 hours to platinum. For $4.99, OlliOlli World is a vibrant and exuberant skateboarding action platformer where you flip, grind, and trick your way through the colorful world of Radlandia, meeting eccentric characters and chasing the mystical skate gods on your quest for Nirvana. Explore richly designed levels with multiple paths, complete missions and challenges, and express yourself through customizable looks, tricks, and style, all while experiencing the series' signature flow state gameplay that balances accessibility for newcomers with depth for seasoned pros. With a lush world full of secrets, side quests, rad rewards, and a hand-picked IDM and electronica soundtrack, every ride is a joyous and highly personal adventure. It's an 86 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Paradise Killer is a surreal murder mystery adventure set on an island outside reality, where a rogue civilization seeks to resurrect dead alien gods and wield unimaginable, terrifying cosmic power. You play as investigator Lady Love Dies, solving the murder of the Council before the island's rebirth while exploring a bizarre, cryptic world, collecting evidence, interrogating suspects, and piecing together conflicting testimonies to build your own case and uncover hidden truths. Featuring enhanced PS5 visuals, 4K 60 FPS with ray tracing, haptics, adaptive triggers, dynamic day-night cycles, and accessibility options, Paradise Killer delivers a stylish, replayable investigative experience. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Green Hell is an open-world survival simulator where you struggle to survive alone in the Amazonian rainforest, armed with nothing but your wits, instincts, and bare hands, facing hunger, tropical diseases, poisonous plants, and dangerous wildlife lurking around every corner at every step of the way. You'll craft tools and weapons, build shelters, hunt for food, and master realistic survival techniques while managing both your physical health and mental sanity in a harsh, unforgiving environment. With its immersive jungle setting, realistic mechanics, tense atmosphere, and cooperative play for up to 4 players, it delivers a challenging, strategic, and deeply engaging survival experience. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $4.94, A Fisherman's Tale is a mind-bending VR puzzle adventure where you play as Bob, a tiny fisherman puppet, navigating a bizarre world inside a cabin, a model lighthouse, and realities that twist and fold in on themselves in ways you never thought possible, challenging your perception at every turn. Solve physics-defying puzzles, manipulate objects with your hands, and team up with uncanny sidekicks as you race to light the lighthouse before a looming storm, all while uncovering a deeply mysterious and unexpectedly emotional story. With fully immersive VR interactions, clever level design, and a surreal, layered narrative, it offers a unique and unforgettable puzzle experience. It's a 72 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Telling Lies is an investigative thriller with non-linear storytelling, where you explore a stolen NSA video database to uncover the deeply intertwined lives of 4 people over 2 years, piecing together the truth behind a shocking incident and hidden secrets. You'll search for keywords, watch intimate and revealing clips, and interpret conflicting perspectives as you carefully assemble the story, with performances from Logan Marshall Green, Alexandra Shipp, Carrie Bichet, and Angela Sarafian guiding your investigation. With its innovative gameplay, compelling narrative, and tense, immersive presentation, it delivers a unique, intimate, and thought-provoking experience unlike anything you've played before. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 1 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For $4.99, WRC8 is a thrilling rally racer simulator that pits you against the most demanding motorsport championship in the world, where every second counts and precision driving is paramount across varied terrains and extreme weather conditions. Experience dynamic weather that affects traction, stage setups, and tire choices, while managing your career in single-player mode with calendar planning, R&D upgrades, and team management, including mechanics, engineers, medical staff, and weather analysts. With competitive multiplayer, weekly challenges, and WRC esports events, the game delivers an authentic, high-stakes racing experience for both newcomers and veteran rally drivers. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $4.79, Daedalus, The Awakening of Golden Jazz is a narrative-driven adventure where you follow Saburo to New York to uncover the mysterious death of his grandfather, Kyosuke, exploring the meaning behind the cryptic word Daedalus, while confronting echoes of the past and navigating a city filled with memories, secrets, and unexpected encounters that test your wits. Solve reflective puzzles, interact with old friends and enigmatic characters, and piece together memories in a story about legacy, memory, and the art of thinking. With a deeply immersive narrative, thoughtful dialogue, and emotionally resonant moments, it delivers a compelling journey of mystery, self-discovery, and intellectual challenge. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $3.99, Valfaris Mecha Therion is a brutal 2.5D side-scrolling shoot-'em-up where Therion returns in a heavily armed mech to continue his galaxy-spanning hunt for the evil Lord Vroll, delivering relentless heavy metal sci-fi vibes throughout. You'll pilot Mecha Therion through hostile alien worlds, mastering fast, aggressive combat while equipping melee, ballistic, and destroyer-class weapons like Hellwraith, Sky Splitter, and Bringer of Mayhem to suit your preferred playstyle. Blood metal earned from relentless battles lets you upgrade weapons and fine-tune devastating loadouts, creating a constant push towards stronger builds, higher difficulty mastery, and more explosive encounters. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $4.49, Mega Man 11 brings the Blue Bomber back in a stunning new entry that blends classic, challenging 2D platforming with vibrant hand-drawn environments, detailed 3D character models, and beautifully animated cinematic sequences that modernize the iconic series without losing its soul. Battle robot masters, steal their powerful weapons, and experience the innovative double gear system to boost speed and power, adding fresh layers of strategy, skill, and excitement to the beloved gameplay. With multiple difficulty modes, time trials, missions, global leaderboards, and a gallery of concept art, this entry is perfect for both newcomers and longtime fans looking to experience Mega Man in a whole new way. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $4.24, GRIS is a serene and emotionally evocative platformer where players explore a beautifully crafted, atmospheric world free of danger, frustration, or death, guided by delicate visuals, fluid animation, and an elegant original score. Solve light puzzles, navigate graceful platforming sequences, and discover optional skill-based challenges as new areas of GRIS' vibrant, ever-changing world gradually open, revealing more of its quiet, poignant story and hidden secrets. With minimal text and intuitive icon-based controls, GRIS is accessible to everyone, offering a meditative, universally understandable experience that celebrates art, emotion, and the power of exploration. It's an 86 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Burnout Paradise Remastered is an adrenaline-fueled open-world driving game where you tear through the streets of Paradise City, performing high-speed stunts, wreaking havoc, and mastering daring crashes with precision and style at blistering arcade speeds. You'll explore bustling downtown avenues, winding mountain roads, and the expanded Big Surf Island, while competing in races, challenges, and chaotic online multiplayer mayhem with friends or other players worldwide. This remaster includes all Year of Paradise DLC, fully upgraded visuals in 4K, and a meticulously recreated world that brings the chaos, thrills, and freedom of arcade-style driving to life like never before. It's an 88 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Killer Frequency is a horror comedy first-person puzzle game set in 1987, where you play late-night radio DJ Forrest Nash, running the graveyard shift in small-town Gallows Creek, and must save callers from a mysterious killer. You'll solve puzzles, explore a fully interactive retro radio station, gather clues, and make real-time decisions through branching dialogues while interacting with eccentric townsfolk, all under the pressure that every call could mean life or death. Its 1980s slasher aesthetic, fully voiced cast, physics-based interactions, and killer synthwave and rock soundtrack create a tense, immersive, and darkly humorous experience that balances suspense, strategy, and nostalgia. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $2.49, Centipede Recharged revives the classic bug-blasting arcade shooter with modernized visuals, smooth twin-stick controls, and a widescreen 16:9 playfield that feels fast, flashy, and instantly satisfying to play, especially in quick, repeatable sessions. You'll chase high scores in classic arcade mode, or tackle 30 inventive challenge stages that remix the original gameplay with new twists, power-ups like railguns and time-slowing effects, and escalating difficulty, all backed by an original soundtrack from Megan McDuffie. With local co-op available in every mode, global leaderboards to climb, and tightly tuned arcade action, it's a sharp, nostalgic update that rewards skill and replayability. It's a 71 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For $4.49, Operation Wolf Returns First Mission VR is a fast-paced rail shooter that reimagines the 1987 arcade classic for virtual reality, delivering non-stop action with modern visuals and arcade-inspired intensity. You'll step into the role of an elite agent sent to dismantle General Viper's criminal organization, blasting through enemy bases, rescuing hostages, and unleashing an arsenal of weapons like Uzis, shotguns, and grenade launchers in a focused solo campaign and wave-based survival mode. With exaggerated parody-style voice acting, a revamped artistic direction, and pure score-chasing shootouts built for VR immersion, it stays true to its roots while embracing modern tech. It's a 70 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For $2.99, Eldest Souls is a brutal, boss-focused Souls-like, where you wield a massive obsidian greatsword to challenge imprisoned old gods within a decaying citadel, steeped in bleak atmosphere, haunting lore, and relentless, tension-filled encounters. Combat is fast, punishing, and precision-driven, rewarding bold play with powerful abilities, while each handcrafted boss demands mastery of patterns, positioning, timing, and adaptive strategy. Exploration between fights reveals cryptic NPCs, dark secrets, and build-defining talents, with the included Depths of the Forgotten expansion adding a new region, 3 bosses, weapon customization, and devastating new abilities to deepen replayability. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $3.24, Cat Quest is a charming open-world RPG set in the whimsical world of Felongard, where you play a heroic cat on a quest to rescue your kidnapped sister from sinister forces threatening the kingdom. You'll explore a vast overworld filled with colorful characters, engaging stories, clever puns, and challenging dungeons, while battling enemies, collecting loot, completing side quests, and leveling up your feline hero with new abilities, equipment, and magical powers. Its bright, cartoonish visuals, lighthearted tone, and accessible combat make it a delightful, endlessly replayable adventure for players of all ages who enjoy humor, exploration, and a pawsome RPG experience. It's a 76 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $1.99, Natsuki Chronicles is a thrilling horizontal shoot-'em-up where you pilot Natsuki through past and present events across Saventia, blending fast-paced combat with deep customization and strategy. Fly through over 10 stages in story mode, alternating between Natsuki's rookie past and her present-day missions, while equipping combinations of 3 weapon types and unlockable gear to optimize offense and defense. Use the innovative bullet trajectory display to anticipate enemy attacks, tackle arcade mode with online leaderboards, and compete for high scores against friends and players worldwide in a vibrant, action-packed world full of challenging encounters and strategic depth. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $3.74, Observation is a tense sci-fi thriller where you investigate a space station's mysteries through the eyes of the station's artificial intelligence, Sam, as chaos, malfunctions, and hidden dangers unfold around you. You assist Dr. Emma Fisher in uncovering what happened to her crew by controlling cameras, systems, and tools, piecing together intricate clues while navigating a chilling, isolated environment filled with secrets and unexpected threats. The game blends atmospheric exploration, clever puzzle solving, and a gripping, slowly unraveling narrative that reveals dark truths about the station, the missing crew, and Sam's own evolving consciousness. It's a 76 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $4.99, Lil Guardsman is a quirky deduction adventure where you play as Lil, a 12-year-old hero covering your dad's guard shift, deciding the fate of over 100 unique characters in a vibrant, magical kingdom full of surprises. Interrogate humans, elves, goblins, cyclopses, and other fantastical beings using your powers of deduction and trusty tools, sending some to jail, zapping a few to smithereens, or letting others pass, all while your choices shape the kingdom's future. With a whimsical fantasy comedy narrative, challenging interrogation puzzles, an upgradable guard toolkit, and the Chronometer 3000 to rewind time for better scores, it's a clever, engaging, and replayable adventure. It's an 84 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $4.94, Make Way is a chaotic top-down multiplayer racing game where you build and battle across ever-changing tracks, snapping together loops, corkscrews, seesaws, and train crossings while dodging hazards, using weapons like goo cannons and Tesla coils, and outmaneuvering opponents as courses grow perilous. Plan your strategy carefully as each round adds new track pieces and surprises, forcing quick thinking and creativity, while unlocking new vehicles, track pieces, and toggling traps or safety barriers. Race up to 6 players locally or online in a frantic, exhilarating experience with custom rule sets, unpredictable physics, and constant action that rewards skill, daring, and mischief. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, and I'm not sure about trophy difficulty or time to platinum as it's such a small sample size. For $149, Teslagrad Remastered is a non-linear puzzle platformer set in the steampunk-inspired kingdom of Electropia, where a young boy must survive the Tesla Tower after a tyrant king hunts him relentlessly. Discover and master the lost art of Teslamancy, solving intricate puzzles, performing incredible feats, manipulating electromagnetism, and uncovering hidden secrets while navigating hand-drawn environments filled with traps, lore, and cleverly designed challenges at every turn. This remaster enhances the original with updated graphics, 10 challenging new levels, refined audio, additional collectible secrets, and quality of life improvements for a sharper, more immersive experience. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For $2.99, Sundered Eldritch Edition is a chaotic, hand-drawn Metroidvania where you resist or embrace ancient eldritch powers while confronting hordes of terrifying enemies in ever-changing, procedurally influenced caverns filled with secrets, traps, and hidden treasures to discover. You play as Eshi, a wanderer navigating a ruined world, harnessing corrupted relics to defeat gigantic bosses while risking your humanity, with hundreds of upgrades, multiple character builds, and branching endings to shape your journey. This edition adds local co-op for up to 4 players, new areas, and a chaotic battle against the Magnate of the Gong, expanding the epic, tense, and replayable experience. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $2.99, Tales of Iron is a grim, hand-drawn action RPG set in a brutal medieval world of warring anthropomorphic kingdoms, now including the Bright Fur Forest and Bloody Whiskers expansions for a packed endgame experience. You play as Reggie, heir to the Rat Throne, mastering punishing, Souls-like inspired combat with dodge rolls, parries, executions, and varied weapon styles as you explore a deceptively charming yet deadly kingdom. The adventure is filled with savage bosses, side quests, crafting systems, faction hunts, and loyal companions, all brought together by Doug Cockle's iconic narration that reinforces its dark tone and challenging, rewarding progression for fans of demanding action RPGs. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $169, Rogue Legacy is a fast-paced roguelite platformer where you storm a procedurally generated castle, die constantly, and pass the adventure down through a family lineage that grows stronger with every run. Each heir comes with unique traits that change how the game feels, from dyslexia to gigantism, while 10 distinct classes with different abilities force you to adapt your playstyle as you fight through enemy types, master tight combat, and handle tricky platforming challenges. Progression is driven by an expandable mana skill tree, gear upgrades that unlock abilities like air dashes and flight, a killer soundtrack, lighthearted humor throughout, and a loop that's punishing but addictive. It's an 84 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $4.99, LEGO Jurassic World is a humorous, family-friendly adventure that lets you relive all 4 Jurassic films in playful LEGO form, exploring Isla Nublar and Isla Sorna while recreating iconic, memorable scenes with lots of charm and humor. You'll encounter 20 LEGO dinosaurs, from friendly Triceratops to the fearsome T-Rex, collecting amber, experimenting with DNA, and customizing your own dinosaur creations to populate the islands. The game combines light puzzle solving, exploration, and cooperative drop-in, drop-out gameplay, offering fun for players of all ages as you wreak havoc, complete free-play missions, and enjoy the whimsical LEGO interpretation of the Jurassic universe. It's a 71 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $2.99, Dragon Blaze is a fast-paced, vertical-scrolling Psycho fantasy shooter where you take command of a powerful dragon and its rider, battling waves of enemies in eerie, detailed environments while chasing high scores. You unleash normal shots, bombs, magic attacks, and the signature close-range dragon shot, timing its release to maximize points, trigger bonuses, and strategically alter magic effects, all while facing intense enemy patterns and massive bosses. The game features dazzling transformations, haunting backgrounds, customizable difficulty and controls, online leaderboards, and a rewarding campaign where you confront the demon lord Neberos to save your loved ones. It's an 80 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $4.49, The Division is a tactical third-person shooter RPG set in a post-pandemic New York City, where society has collapsed after a deadly virus outbreak. You'll explore a detailed open world packed with missions, encounters, and collectibles as you battle rival factions, reclaim territory, and customize weapons, armor, and skills to suit your playstyle through deep progression systems and seamless online co-op or PvP that rewards teamwork, precision, and smart tactical planning with friends or solo in intense firefights. With its striking atmosphere, realistic visuals, and tense sense of survival, it stands as one of the most immersive and ambitious urban settings in modern gaming. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 60 hours to platinum. For $3.99, Overcooked Gourmet Edition combines the chaotic, fast-paced fun of the hit co-op cooking game with the Lost Morsel content pack, challenging 1 to 4 players to prepare, cook, and serve dishes under extreme time pressure in hilariously absurd kitchens. Team up with friends to navigate increasingly outrageous kitchens, from slippery ice rinks to kitchens on fire, while coordinating orders, avoiding hazards, and keeping demanding customers happy, all in a frantic test of communication, timing, and quick thinking. The Lost Morsel expansion adds 6 new campaign levels, exotic jungle kitchens, a new vehicle for map travel, and 6 unlockable chefs, extending the culinary chaos. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $4.99, Treasures of the Aegean is a historical action-adventure where you join parkour master Marie Taylor and treasure hunter James Andrew on a thrilling quest to uncover the secrets of a forgotten Minoan kingdom tragically trapped in an endless time loop. You'll explore a hand-drawn open world, recover relics, solve intricate puzzles, chart a lost island, and decipher ancient riddles while navigating treacherous terrain, evading rivals, and racing against a repeating cataclysm to prevent history from repeating itself. With its clever puzzles, rich historical setting, engaging exploration, and time-bending mechanics, it delivers an immersive, thrilling, and intellectually satisfying adventure experience. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $2.49, Figment 2 Creed Valley is an action-adventure game set within the human mind, where nightmares have spread chaos, forcing you to guide Dusty, the mind's courage, through puzzles, musical boss fights, and ever-shifting, surreal environments. You'll restore the shattered moral compass alongside Dusty and his sidekick Piper, navigating Creed Valley's 2 mental states and using rhythm-based combat, clever puzzle solving, and strategic thinking to confront fears and overcome challenges. The game features dynamic musical showdowns, a reactive world, local co-op companion gameplay, and a whimsical tone that combines clever design with introspective storytelling. It's a 72 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $3.99, The Walking Dead: The Final Season is an emotional narrative adventure where Clementine may finally find a home in a secluded school, but protecting it comes with difficult sacrifices and heart-wrenching, often morally complex, and deeply challenging decisions. You'll guide her through tense encounters with both the living and the dead, making choices that define her relationships, shape the world around her, and ultimately determine how her story concludes in this gripping, unforgettable final chapter. The game includes all 4 episodes, cinematic storytelling, impactful dialogue, and moral dilemmas that deliver a deeply personal and memorable conclusion to Clementine's journey. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $4.49, Lumines Remastered is a minimalist puzzle game where the fusion of light and sound drives a 2-color falling block experience in HD and 4K, challenging you to drop blocks strategically before the BPM bar clears combos. You'll play over 40 electronic-themed skins ranging from chill to upbeat, unlock more as you go, and experiment with shuffle mode to mix music and visuals, while adapting to faster tempos or slower tracks that can create tricky, uncleared stacks. The game also offers local 2-player versus, online leaderboards, unlockable skins and avatars, trance vibration support for up to 4 DualShock 4 controllers, and an addictive loop that fuses rhythm, strategy, and audio-visual spectacle. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 75 hours to platinum. For $2.69, the Limbo and Inside bundle delivers 2 critically acclaimed Playdead titles, each offering dark, atmospheric puzzle platforming adventures that challenge your mind, reflexes, creativity, and problem-solving skills in hauntingly minimalist worlds. In Limbo, navigate a shadowy, eerie landscape filled with deadly traps and environmental puzzles, while Inside expands on this with more complex mechanics, unsettling environments, and a gripping, mysterious narrative told without words. Both games feature striking visual design, immersive soundscapes, clever puzzle design, intense, thought-provoking gameplay that sticks with you long after completion. It's a 91 average on OpenCritic, average trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 15 hours to finish both games, no platinum for either. For $4.99, Monster Sanctuary is a Metroidvania-inspired adventure where you explore a vast, interconnected world while capturing, training, and battling a diverse roster of 111 unique and powerful monsters with distinct abilities and traits. You'll use their abilities to solve environmental puzzles, traverse tricky platforming sections, and engage in strategic turn-based combat where team composition, attack order, and synergies determine victory against challenging foes. Beyond the main adventure, you can face off in global PvP battles, evolve your monsters with deep skill trees, and experiment with optional randomizer, bravery, and permadeath modes for endless replayability and fresh challenges. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $3.74, Octodad, Dadliest Catch is a hilariously chaotic adventure about destruction, deception, and fatherhood, where you control Octodad, a dapper octopus masquerading as a human, struggling to perform everyday tasks with unwieldy tentacles while keeping a secret. In this sequel to the original splash hit, Octodad finds himself caught between his wife's growing mistrust and a disastrous trip to the local aquarium, navigating absurd obstacles, physics-based challenges, and unpredictable laugh-out-loud comedy. The game combines clever physics puzzles, slapstick humor, memorable scenarios, and a frustrating control scheme that turns mundane chores into laugh-out-loud chaos. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $4.99, Furi Mordor Edition is an ultra-responsive, fast-paced sword fighting and dual-stick shooting game where you fight to escape captivity, taking on relentless bosses in a neon-soaked, visually striking world. This edition includes the base game Furi, the Onimusha DLC letting you play as the powerful Onimusha rider, the One More Fight DLC with the Guardian the Flame and secret boss Bernard, plus post-launch improvements like Invincible Mode and Furier Speedrun. With meticulously designed boss battles by Takashi Okazaki, a pulse-pounding soundtrack from Carpenter Brute, Danger, and more, and tight, satisfying combat that rewards precision, every fight feels intense and memorable. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $3.74, KeyWe is a charming and chaotic co-op postal puzzle game where you play as Jeff and Deborah, 2 energetic Kiwi birds navigating the bustling Bungalow Basin telepost office. With no hands to help, you'll flap, jump, peck, and butt slam your way through interactive mailrooms, from the drop-off depot to the telegraph desk, facing sandstorms, blizzards, carnivorous plants, and paranormal activity along the way. Coordinate in single-player or team up in online and local co-op to deliver mail on time, earn stamps to unlock wardrobe accessories, and solve hidden puzzles to collect special cosmetics, while taking on fun overtime shifts like feeding cassowaries, fixing leaks, and snowball fights. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. If you've played any of these already, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your insights help others find great games too, it's not just mine. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. If you can spare $1 a month, you get early access to all my videos, and it helps me out more than you know. But I know times are tough out there, so all I do ask is if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any new sales stuff that I put out. Leave a like and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.